Hi, my name is Mark, one of the pastors at Trillium. We've been looking at Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs and how Jesus flips them on its head. Today we're looking at safety and security. Maslow comes at it very differently than Jesus. See, Maslow rests safety and security after and upon addressing our physiological needs. But for Jesus, our safety and security needs come out of our sense of belonging. And it's a very different understanding of how needs are to be addressed in this life. I was talking with a friend recently. He was telling me that back in September when COVID was reasserting itself, the second wave was perhaps just taking shape, there was another run on toilet paper. And I'm going, what? Toilet paper? What does toilet paper have to do with COVID-19? COVID-19 is a virus, not a bacteria. COVID-19 puts no more stress on our use of toilet paper than anything else pretty much in life does. Certainly not the way a bacteria would. And yet people like to stash up on toilet paper. I guess people feel more secure and safe when they have 5 years of toilet paper stashed away in their house. And a lot of people feel more secure when they got a lot of money stashed away too. They feel safer, more secure when they got a huge stash waiting for them in their bank account and their investments. Or maybe people feel more secure in that special relationship they have, with their spouse or with a child or with a deep friend or what other. That special relationship, gives us a sense of security in life. Sometimes we feel very secure in our homes, and we've created homes for ourselves that can kind of wall out that crazy world out there. And when we get inside that special cocoon place, we feel safe and secure. I know for myself, when life is really stressed, I feel most secure underneath the covers of my bed. The covers up to my chin, just kind of hiding away. All 5 areas seem pretty frail places to rest our safety and security in life. They feel pretty frail places. I mean, for instance, toilet paper. If there was some calamity and they stopped making toilet paper, we're all going to end up in the same place together at some point. And that money stashed away, money can be pretty frail too. Germany in 1918 had 1 gold mark equal to 1 paper mark, but by 1924, only 6 years later, 1 gold mark was worth 1 billion paper marks. Which means if you'd had $1 billion in your bank account in 1918, by 1924 it was worth $1. That special relationship we have, people die. Or people leave, people go away. If we rest our security and safety on that particular relationship, it's going to ultimately prove frail and unreliable to us. It can't bear the load. Our homes, that safe sanctuary that we have for ourselves, that's broken when there's a break and enter, and we realize that the boundary we've put around ourselves is pretty fragile. Our beds can only push the world away so long. It's not really a very safe place of truth to be. Our fame and our competency, it's pretty fleeting in the end. So where does our true safety and security needs reside? And Jesus taught us that it resides with each other. Joe Dispenza, a chiropractor and sometimes spiritual teacher, wrote a book whose title I love. He said, "Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, How to Lose Your Mind and Create a New One." This habit, this way of framing life, this mental frame that we have. Dispenza is like Jesus. He begins with the understanding that the mind, the mental frames, and the spirit ultimately is where we need to start our lives. Now, Dispenza's particular methodology I don't think works very well. His approach is still ego-rooted. He thinks that somehow an old mind can create a new one. Not according to Jesus. Our task is simply to step aside and allow God to move through us, to let God live through us, to allow the new mind of heaven, the new mind of the new creation come to take its home within us. And when that happens, we realize as a byproduct that our safety and security resides in each other, in the practice of love. It resides in a large team of people who have come together and who have committed themselves to learning how to step out of the way in order to allow this love, this perfect love, to move through us to the world. And when that happens, when we experience that with each other, when we practice it together, we will learn firsthand that our safety and security does not reside in the amount of toilet paper we have, or how big our bank account is, or how secure our physical home is. It will reside in the reality of love lived between us and others. When we recognize that everyone in life is ultimately our brother and sister in this endeavor we call living, we will come to recognize that our security and our safety lives there as well.